First and foremost, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. As Che just said before, it's been a wonderful association. I've always had a special liking for GQ as a magazine, and I remember telling him when we were shooting a cover last year that one of my criteria to be a successful actor growing up as a student in boarding school in Switzerland was that we used to read the GQ magazine, and I used to wish that maybe someday I can be an actor and hopefully be successful enough for GQ to choose me to be on their cover. And that dream came true thanks to Che and the wonderful team. Last year, where we did a wonderful photo shoot together, which was styled by the very beautiful Antara over there, who was a very talented fashion stylist slash junior fashion editor of GQ, and we had great fun shooting it. We got some wonderful response, and then last year in September, if I'm not mistaken, at the GQ Awards is when this idea came up from Ferragamo to come and do the Tramezza, made to measure shoe. And early this year, I had the honor to go see a fashion show of theirs at the Men's Fashion Week in Milan, where I had the rare privilege to meet the Ferragamo family and Massimiliano, the head designer of Ferragamo, and saw his collection, and had a wonderful meal at their house. They're a very warm family, and what I particularly liked about the brand and the organization that runs it is that they don't run it as a company, they run it as a family. I found that to be a very Indian quality, which I liked very much, and they made me feel very much at home. The next day we traveled to Florence, where I went to the headquarters of Ferragamo and where I gave the impressions and took my measurements for what you see over here, which is known as a shoe last. This is what a shoe is made out of. This is the measurements they use, and then the leather or whatever fabric that the shoe is going to be made of is then put on top of it and cast accordingly. They took me through the Ferragamo museum, where I saw a lot of the previous lasts that were there, and it's a real privilege and an honor for me to be to have my last next to some of my personal favorites as Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn. It's a huge honor, and I thank Ferragamo from the bottom of my heart, GQ for making this possible, and little Leo, who was with us throughout the travels, but he's not here. He was the journalist who wrote the piece and documented everything, and was a wonderful friend. But Ferragamo, especially because you don't honor me by doing this, you honor the Indian film industry by thinking us worthy enough to have some representation, albeit very small, on our part, on a world platform, and with some wonderful iconic fashionistas and actors. So it's really a very big privilege.